Welcome to the Bull, the Bear, and the Ugly. Before I start, please join me tonight for the Asia session from 8 to 10 for My Fund of Futures. I'll be hosting it, and I hope to see you there at 9:50. We give away 10 rapid accounts through a raffle, so hope you'll be there. Also, if anybody would like a 5-day free trial or just reach out to me, please text me your full name and email to my cell phone number 914-500-7484. So for today, the real story was obviously the chip stocks, but I want to show you how to identify sell divergences on the opening. And there were a couple really big ones, and then I'll show you what happened when the 30-minute time frame reversed on the QQQs, the 60s reversed to sell, and then the really big pullback that I called around between 3 and 3:30, and happened around 3:15, and then we launched about 100, actually more, roughly about 200 points on the Nasdaq futures. So actually about 150 actually. So, but again, really great setups here, and I want to deep dive right into it. So right off the bat, like I said, when I come in the morning and you start seeing the MACDs negative on the 15, the 30, and the 60-minute time frames, and there was a bunch of them here, but let me just give you the ones that I saw that really made a difference here. If you look here, you can see that the MACD negative above the pivot line, you can see the big push up here, okay? And that dropped, and again on the 30-minute. So again, these are trades to identify even on the gap up, and you can see the big gap from yesterday right here, which eventually we're going to get filled. But you got this big push up here, all right? And you can see here how it dropped. And look at Apple, that's QQQs. Look at Apple, same one here. This was a really great short right here. Again, it got up to the 300 level, and then it made a new high later on. But again, when you see these MACDs pushing up like this, I mean, when you see the price action pushing up into the negative MACDs here, really very, very, very negative, okay? Also, you had AMD, that was great. Also, AMD was great, not only just on the 60-minute time frame, but it was also really great here on the 15. AMD pushed up to 536, and look at the drop, about $9 right after that. So to be able to identify these patterns is really very, very strong here today, and to identify them. Tesla was another one at one point today. You can see Tesla pushing up here. This is the 310 here, the 1030 bar. Tesla pushed up to 399, and look at the drop down to 384 on Tesla, and it was actually off of the 30-minute as well. You can see here on Tesla here, right here. This is today, got up to the 399. I called these patterns before the market even opened at 9:15, and I went over this. And these are really great patterns. Look at the Russell. Same thing, the Russell pushing up here into the negative MACD, and you can see the IWM's 295 down to 291. So, you know, $3.5, $4, $4.5 on that. But again, this is exactly how you look at the market and to identify these monster sell divergences. There's a lot of money to be made on the opening. And again, when you see the 60, the 30, or even the 15 MACD's negative, and you're getting a push up to new highs, wow, kaboosh. I think there was one more. Micron was another good one at one point today on the 60. It was right here. It pushed up to 26, and then it dropped in the same bar here down to 09. So Micron opened here at 107, pushes up into the negative MACD, and then obviously here the 60 is reversing to buy, putting it into a positive trend. We'll get into that later. But again, a lot of really great patterns off that. I think the last one I want to show you was Coinbase. Here's Coinbase here, pushing up here again, 169. You can see 169 and change. It pushes up here into this negative MACD, on the negative MACD on the 60 and the 30. And again, like I said, 2 out of 3 is good enough for me. But if you get the 15-minute time frames negative, and you're pushing up like that on that negative MACD, and you have 3 all negative MACDs, and they're pushing up like that, let them have them. So again, this is what the core of today's lesson is about learning how to trade openings with this negative divergences. However, there was about a week ago when we got kabooshed where all the MACDs were positive from below the pivot. They pushed down and it was like a trampoline down, boink, right up. NASDAQ up 400, S&P's up 40 handles. So remember, learning how to trade the opening based upon the divergences, very, very, very important. Okay? All right. So today, the real story today was, and I'll just teach this to you here. Let's look at the QQQs. The QQQs reversing to buy here. We had the buy reversal on the 15, all right, from coming in. This is today. What day is this here? The 18th. That's today, okay? And then when the 30-minute reversed to buy right here, once the 15s reversed to buy here, I knew that the lows from yesterday were in, but when we got the reversal on the 30-minute, good Lord, I knew the lows were 100% not going to be touched for the day. And then what do you look to do? Well, you're taking pullbacks on the 5. You're trading it, okay? But the most important aspect to this is then you wait for the pullback. And I called this here. I was saying I'd be shorting, looking for the bull flag anywhere between 2:30 and 3:30 time period, and this was practically around 12:30, 1 o'clock. I just saw the oscillator so overbought up here, and I knew it was going to take time. And did it ever? It pulled in here. Here was one long, boom, rallied. It dropped again. I said I'd jump in here, and look what the Qs did. 738.43. Okay, right here. It's 2.5 points, and ultimately got up almost $3 there before getting kabooshed at the end of the day. There was a big sell program, about $6 billion for sale. So they actually kind of kabooshed the indexes at the end of the day. But again, when you get these big buy reversals like this, and we also got the buy reversal on the spiders here on the 30-minute time frame. If you look here on the spiders on the 30-minute, you can see the 60s still bearish here, okay? And when we got this push up into negative MACD, we called the shorts here, actually right here around 2:30. And that's when I saw the 60s getting overbought. And that's when I knew into the negative MACD, I knew we're going to get that pullback on the 15-minute time frame at the end of the day. And boy, oh boy, we did, because if you look here, you can see here that the 30-minute time frame right here reverses to buy with the MACD below the pivot. We caught this long here, okay, and then it pushed up about 8 handles. Then when it got kabooshed here down to 45.20, S&Ps were actually trading 75.49, and they ripped them to the upside. We caught the NASDAQ long below the 30,055 handle. NASDAQ rallied, about 120 points, if not more. But when you get this oversold condition, you can take this. Now, when you got this pushed down, it actually set up also the long on the 30-minute time frame. So very, very important. Last but not least, gold. Gold in a, well, good old gold, down 3.4%. And you can see these monster bear flags on gold. Now, gold, you can see the ADXs are rising on the 30-minute, big selling pressure. Let's look at the 60-minute time frame. Monster ADX is rising. So what do you look to do? You take the first bounce here. Now, we caught this short early at 9:45. I gave the range 42.88 to 42.96. The stop was 98.5. Nowhere near it. And then you can see, even just on the next bar, you can see gold dropping 12 and ultimately never saw that again. And then here you got another push up here on the 15-minute time frame. And it was looking like the 30 was trying to, but the ADX is really interfered here. And again, when you have ADXs rising with big selling pressure, negative MACDs on the 30 and the 60, and you get an overbought condition on the 15, ooh-wee, let them have them, right? And the inverse, buy them, right? So, but I want to show you what's called actually a triple red short, because all 3 time frames were negative. And if you see here, here, so right here we have at 10 o'clock in the morning, we're in a negative trend across the board. Underlying ETF, the GLDs, 15, 30, and 60, all in sell mode, and then then the gold futures are in sell mode. And then what happens? Well, you short the first bounce here on the 5 right here. Here's the second bounce on the 5 right here. You can see. And again, when you have those ADXs rising on the 30 and 60-minute time frames, you could alert yourself to take the short on the 15-minute time frames. Last but not least, we're going to try SanDisk. Can you believe SanDisk? Look at this, up 12.5%. Apple's coming out with a higher price on the phones, and they're going to now increase using SanDisk and Micron's chips. That's why Micron was up 9%, SanDisk up 12%. But look at the day here on SanDisk. Again, the ADXs are rising, right? And if you look here, you can see right here was a monster bull flag on the 15, and here's the second monster bull flag on the 15. And Sanders went from 21.54 and change, and you can see the rally of about $35. So being able to identify these patterns, being able to identify the strength of the market, understanding the patterns is really what I teach here at SK Trading. So again, very important to really understand this. All right, when I get back, I'll tell you what I expect for tomorrow. Now, tomorrow the markets are closed, but the index futures are open. So let me just get into that. So right now we're in a positive trend on the 15 and the 30 and the 60-minute time frames on the Qs, but only bullish on the 15 and 30 on the spiders. 60-minute time frame looks like it's going to reverse to buy on the Russell, so you'll be in a positive trend. But for tomorrow, since the exchange closes, I think 1 o'clock tomorrow, 12 or 1 o'clock, I'm just going to see if we get some type of tomorrow. I'm looking to see if the 60-minute time frames can get an oversold condition overnight, and by the time we get here, those 60s will start turning up. And we'll see. Maybe 7,600 on the S&Ps. We don't know. But again, I think what's important is to really understand that tomorrow will be a very slow day. Most people are out, but there'll be some opportunities. And unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to talk about stocks or where the ETFs are going to be. But again, the index futures, and I'll be streaming tomorrow from 8:30 to 4. So hopefully we'll see what happens there. Okay, when I get back, I want to talk to you one of the biggest cardinal rules you should never, ever break. So one of the things today, I was talking to a person and from another country, and he says, Stevie, I started with 4, I'm up 3, and I gave back. I started with 4, I made 3 for the week, and I gave back 6. That's a no-no. That's not trading. That's gambling. Okay, you have to be very prudent in your ability to trade the market in a way that when you're trading, you want to have risk parameters, preservation of capital. Maybe you just stop for the day, but in the end, what you want to do is to really just enhance your trading, enhance the ability for you to just take a step back. If you can just take the idea of taking an account and just trying to make a couple $100 to get going and just be consistent for 20 to 30 days if you're trading real capital. But if you're trading prop accounts, again, a couple hundred here, a couple hundred here, a couple hundred here, a couple hundred here, whatever, 50 here, 100 here, or whatever, and then rotate back. The cart, you got to be able, I don't care if it's your own money, you work hard for it. You saved that $4,000. You grew it to 3, okay? And then you give back 6. That's not what trading is about, and that's why most traders fail. It's a psychological mental block they have to be disciplined, and you need to have that when you trade. Thank you for joining me tonight Thank you for joining me tonight on The Bull, the Bear, and the Ugly. And please hit the subscribe button. Please leave a comment. If you'd like to join my community of traders from all around the world, please go to my website, sktrading.live. You're going to see a lot of new improvements in the next 2 months. Really happy to have new people on the team and build something really great here for the community and help you all succeed. That's all I care about. If you want to follow me on social media, @official Stephen Kalayjian on Instagram, X, TikTok, and LinkedIn. I do not DM. asking for money on Discord, so it's not me. If you have a problem, you can always text me at 914-500-7484. And if you want to get a 5-day free trial, it starts every Monday from 8:30 to 4. That's the number. Just text me your phone name and email. All right, so I'll see you tonight on the My Fund the Futures Asia session. It's Thursday night. Tomorrow, half a day. I'll see you tonight on the My Fund the Futures channel or the SK Trading YouTube. God bless you. God bless our troops. And God bless the United States of America. See you tonight.